Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 55.
It's been a trying year for everybody, but the tradition continues. Super Bowl 55, away we go from Tampa. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Brady now on first down. Flushed out right. A dump underneath to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by...
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the...
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
It's a gain of 8.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. On fourth down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
First down carry by Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than that. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
It's second down.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
The Bucs take over first.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Third and goal.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Here's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Brady on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. It's caught. Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. That throw by Brady, incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Brady again. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans. 36 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something.
It got his man, complete. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A big play there just before halftime. 66 yards.
1st down, Denver.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? You know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Brady. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Hamler now on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle. And we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Lock now on first down. He's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, but it's going to be second down. Throwing again. Lock. He'll find Lindsay here. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run with Lindsay out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
7-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Broncos 7. Bradley Pinion.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
It's 2nd down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Block off a play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. He's got him in, complete. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. 47 yards.
47 yards. First down, Denver.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Brady now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Locke now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Locke. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Locke going to keep this. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Brings up third down.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. A quick pass here to Godwin. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Shotgun now for Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 35, Broncos 7. Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Another run by Lindsey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. One final try for Locke. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he